Awesome. Well, thank everyone for joining us today. We're just going to give it a quick 30 seconds here before we kick off to let people join in. Awesome. And we will get started. Once again, thank you for coming and taking some time to sit down and speak with us here today. My name is Chris Green. I'm a senior account executive here at Sense. And we're really just going to take some time here today to talk about how Sense and JobDiva has partnered with over 100 staffing firms to help automate some back-end processes and really just make your firms move faster, or make faster placements, reduce cost to hire, increase redeployment, and overall make your recruiters' jobs easier. If you have any questions as we go along, please feel free to drop them in the chat, and we'll definitely have time to address them a little bit later. So just a little bit of background on Sense. Sense has been around now for about 7 years, and we like to say that Sense was founded by staffing for staffing. And what I mean by that is our founders have been in the staffing and recruiting world, and after leaving, they took a look back and they said, there's a problem from an automation standpoint that no one's really solving. How can we go back and reverse engineer a solution? Obviously focused on growth. Everybody wants to grow their firm. 2, on retention. And when I talk about retention, it's not just making sure your placements show up and complete assignments, but also for those contractors, how can we redeploy them onto their next assignment and continue working with them? And then lastly, automation. Since then, we have now partnered with over 900 plus staffing and recruiting firms across the US. And as we do, we continue to add on to our product suite as we see our customers continuing to grow and add on to increase our capabilities and functionalities with them. As we take a look here, before we kind of really dive into the product demos, just to get a better overall understanding of Sense, Sense works as kind of like a co-pilot to JobDiva, as it operates within multiple factions of the recruitment process, from sourcing to attraction, all the way till after a placement is made and following upkeep. As you can see on the screen here, there are multiple different ways that we're able to do this, and we'll pop into the next slide here to kind of give you an understanding of how the products operate. Currently, we have 5 different products that are live on JobDiva. And as I mentioned before, we continue to add as we continue down the line. The first in our original product is called Sense Engage. Engage is kind of the driver of everything within our product, and it works as an automated workflow or drip campaign that is triggered based off of field changes within JobDiva to automate outreach via email and text to your candidates and clients on your behalf. The next part is our Sense Messaging. Sense Messaging is our 2-way texting platform. The reason that we added this in as our second option or product is that we found that when individuals these days aren't responding to emails or phone calls as quickly, so we're seeing a much faster and a much higher response rate via texting through our Google Chrome app to follow you around to any website, whether you're on a job board or you're in JobDiva, and also a mobile app on your phone so that you can text and write back all of the communication automatically into JobDiva, and even automate some of that outreach with Engage. The next is our Sense AI chatbot. Now, when I say chatbot, a lot of individuals will think about something that sits on the website. It will ask some frequently asked questions or answer some frequently asked questions and kind of, point people in a direction. We have 3 different use cases for our chatbot that really expand those capabilities. The first being our inbound chatbot. Now, our inbound chatbot is something that can sit on your website and use what we call branching technology to answer or to ask questions, to gather information from candidates, from clients, and create records within JobDiva so that we can move forward and get placements through it. It kind of operates like a 24/7 recruiter. The next piece is our database enrichment. Our database enrichment is actually an outbound chatbot that can go out on your team's behalf to candidates that you've already placed in JobDiva, as I'm sure there are thousands upon thousands in there, and get better answers from them. Are you still located here? Is this still your phone number? Are you looking for work? What is your last job title? Making sure you have as much up-to-date information for your team as they run those searches and create those hot lists to fill job recs. And the last is our pre-screening chatbot. So as we know, within recruiting, there's a feast or a famine when it comes to application. And when there's a feast, there are a ton of applications coming through. Our pre-screen chatbot will actually take the time to check the boxes and answer questions, or make sure people answer the questions properly before getting put in front of a recruiter, really saving them some time. Next up is our Sense Discover. Sense Discover is our job matching tool. The way that it operates is it will learn and take the verbiage and location from different job posts, soft skills, things like that, and match it to candidates' data within JobDiva. So instead of saying, here's a link to our job page, it's, hey, based on our information that we have, or based on your skill set, here's 3 jobs, or here's 5 jobs that we recommend you taking a look at. Really help expediting that process and getting the right information in front of the right people. And lastly is our Sense Referrals. Sense Referrals is an end-to-end platform that we have that can help the referral process from the moment an individual clicks the link to submit a referral to a specific job all the way through the end in the payout system moving forward. Now that we have a little bit better understanding, we're going to kind of take a deeper dive. Oh, sorry, got ahead of myself. And then right before we jump in to kind of show you how a little bit of these operate, we're going to be able to see right here some of the clients that we have on JobDiva and on Sense as well. Next, since you have a little bit better understanding of Engage and what the automation is, my colleague Maria is going to share a quick little overview on how it operates.
Hi, I'm Maria, and today I'll be walking through Sense Engage. Sense Engage is the engine within the Sense product suite. We use Sense Engage to send automated messages via email and SMS, like general communication, chatbots, and surveys. The intent with Sense Engage is to be an extension of your recruiting team through data synchronization from your system of record. This allows your staff to have communications sent to candidates and contacts within your ATS on their behalf, providing them with more time and driving productivity. Within Engage, we have what we call journeys and touch points. Think of journeys as your goal for communication or your campaign, and touch points as the individual pieces of communication that you send out, such as an email outreach or a text message or survey. You're able to leverage Sense Engage to communicate at any point in the candidate or contact lifecycle, from top of the funnel, outreach, passive to active re-engagement, on assignment communication, to redeployment. Today, I'll focus on 2 common journeys that our customers choose to leverage. The first is what we call passive to active. This journey is intended to help your team consistently reach out to candidates or contacts in your ATS that might be getting stale, and re-engage with them to ultimately move them into the next phase of your process. It's often difficult for a recruiter to have a consistent approach to re-engaging with people within your system due to competing priorities and the manual effort of sending so many emails or text messages simultaneously. Engage can solve that problem by allowing you to create the necessary pieces of communication and send them out in a consistent cadence. For any journey or any communication sent from Sense Engage, you have full control over the content and who the communication is coming from and when it goes out and what triggers you use. Each journey allows you to configure the set of criteria to determine which candidates should receive the touch points we've set up. That's controlled here in what we call lists. Next, you're able to set up specific cadence and types of communication for this journey, such as dynamic emails, SMS, survey, and chatbots. Those are listed as touch points down below. Here you can see an example touch point where I've set up a stylized newsletter with the ability to include images, text, video links, surveys, and formatting. Each communication also allows you to ensure it's coming from the desired staff member, such as the candidate owner from your applicant tracking system. Another very common use case we see is a journey dedicated to reaching candidates starting on new assignments. This journey lets you communicate to both candidates and contacts associated to assignment from your ATS. Here we have outreach going out relative to individuals' start dates. This type of journey allows your recruiting team to continue to have a personal touch with their candidates without piling on more work onto their plates. With this type of outreach, Sense becomes an extension of your team, letting them pick up and respond to any communication if they need to. One example is a first day text message, as you see here. This can go out from the same recruiter phone number you'd be using within Sense messaging. This reminds the candidate of their first day, and if they had subsequent questions for the recruiter, it gives your team an opportunity to pick up where automation leaves off as needed. Many customers also leverage Sense Engage journeys to send out surveys, specifically NPS surveys, helping drive better customer service to both your candidates and clients through the results. You can choose to redirect for positive results, for example, allowing them to write a review for you or perhaps ask for a referral. Sense Engage offers you comprehensive insights into the success of your automated outreach through best-in-class analytics available to you through the platform. You're able to see the success of your outreach and drill into all the details. Sense Engage provides our customers the ability to scale without sacrificing candidate or contact experience.
Awesome. Thank you, Maria.
Hi, I'm Maria, and today I'll be...
Try to get to the next slide. My bad. So next up, we're going to have my colleague Jalen, who will walk us through Sense messaging.
Hey everyone, my name is Jalen and I'm going to be walking us through Sense messaging today. Sense messaging is our two-way texting tool that allows us to also keep track of any Sense automation that might be taking place. So Sense messaging is integrated to JobDiva seamlessly, where we can live right on top of JobDiva. We can also access this application on our mobile devices by just downloading our phone app and be able to text on the go using that application. Within the application itself, you'll see on the left-hand side here, all of my existing conversations will live here, along with a blue check mark just validating each contact already living in my JobDiva environment. In a text thread, I'm clicked into my Diana Prince conversation here, and as you can see in my end of the conversation, things do get quite colorful. So to indicate what took place, we color coordinate each message in green, for example, to show any automated text messages that might be coming from a Sense campaign, or blue, for example, to indicate an individual message that I have sent here, just responding to the candidate individually. And then finally, we indicate purple messages to just be a mass text, or what we call to be a broadcast message, which is a message that could be sent to more than one individual, and it will individualize that message into its own thread, personalizing the message at that as well. Furthermore, you'll see in the text conversation other contextual items, allowing me to understand and keep track of automation at hand. So I can actually keep track of any other automated touch points that a candidate might have received, in addition to any other text messages another recruiter from another inbox might have said as well. To compose a new message, I have a couple of options here. While on my screen in JobDiva, I can just click to text any number I see here. Or as you can see, I'm on a report where a lot of candidates are available on with their phone numbers exposed. And now I can have Sense easily grab all of those numbers from the screen and bring them into my messaging line here. To quickly pull in a message, we also offer template libraries to template out the different use cases you might want to send mass text messages for. As an example, you can bring in a template, but also bring in what we call variables that will personalize your message and be able to address people by their first name as an example. We can also send this message at a later time, fitting different time zones or being strategic in our approach. And then lastly, we can also embed a meeting tool. So Sense Meetings easily embeds right into Sense Messaging, and you can bring in any of your calendar links into your message as well. Now, Sense Messaging is integrated to JobDiva in the sense that we'll be bringing back all of those conversations into your ATS. So this is just to note that you'll have a new note as a text message daily log, just summarizing all the conversations you had with candidates there.
Awesome. Thank you, Jalen. Next up, we're going to have a little demonstration on our AI chatbot with job matching in action.
Hey everyone, my name is Jalen and I'll be walking us through Sense Chatbot. Our Sense Chatbot is a fully integrated AI recruiting chatbot that accelerates hiring by automating data enrichment, screening candidates, scheduling, and database reactivation. To start, our chatbot is a great way at embedding an automated conversation via an email or a text message as we see here. As I'm looking to re-engage with candidates who may be stale, I would like to update records. As I'm reaching out to people in my ATS who may not currently be engaged with us, I might want a chatbot conversation to update their existing record. So now I can customize a chatbot conversation and send this out to any candidate who fits this profile. So now these questions would engage them with a very quick 3-minute conversation, asking them details about themselves, like what is their current zip code, and then the chatbot will go ahead to validate data on behalf of myself. So now I can pre-check that that was an accurate zip code, providing me with the state and city details there. Now I might have the question of what's your updated phone number, and our chatbot would cross-check to make sure that all of the details are accurate in regards to the values, right? So making sure it's a 10-digit number, for example. And again, these are automated conversations where we can now seek data or seek answers however way we, and now we can get further details about their job information or job experiences, understanding if they're currently employed or previously were an hourly or salaried employee. Another type of conversation we can automate for you is also a text message conversation. It could either be updating their profile in your ATS or also pre-screening the candidate after they've applied to a job. Now for pre-screening conversations, we can get more specific to the job we've just applied to. And now we answer knockout questions that you've tailored to address whether this person is qualified or not. So now within this chatbot conversation, and all of the chatbots are supporting things like natural language and again, that data validation. So after answering all my questions and determining that I'm a passed candidate, I could actually have this chatbot end in our Sense Meetings tool, which authenticates directly to your calendar. So now I could grab any available times that are on your calendar and automate the scheduling process after a pre-screen chatbot has happened. And now finally, we offer a chatbot that could live on your webpage or also be accessible via a link, QR code, or text to apply sequence for easy accessibility. These conversations, again, are fully customizable, so you can determine what this purpose is for, whether it's for job seekers, anyone submitting a referral, or needing to get a hold of a recruiter. We could also embed any fact management questions. Throughout the conversation, depending on how I've answered, we could also have the chatbot upload files and accept them, or end in a meeting tool as well within this perspective. For those who are interested in job seekers, we could also go ahead to job match them to any jobs that we have posted to our career page today. After we intake profile information, may want to collect first name, last name, phone number, email information, we can then detect based on their location and maybe previous job titles whether they're a great fit for some of the open roles we have open today. So now Sense will take into consideration all of the answers I provided the conversational chatbot here and be able to search your career page for any opportunities that are open based on the candidate's experience stated in this chatbot.
Awesome. Thank you, Jalen. Next is our Sense referrals.
Hi, I'm Maria, and today I'll be walking through Sense Referrals. Sense Referrals integrates with your ATS and operates within the Sense platform to provide you a dedicated place for capturing, tracking, and managing payouts with the referral process. On our main referrals dashboard, you're able to quickly and easily see new referrals submitted, hires, and payouts for the month. I'm also able to see any outstanding referrals I need to contact and recruiter leaderboard standings within my organization. In order to submit a new referral, a simple configurable web form is used to capture the referral and referee information. This flows into the Sense referral tracking page, giving your team the ability to further move that lead through your process. Back in the Sense referrals tracking page, you're able to move your new candidate through the consideration and hiring process. Once someone is hired, this brings them into our payouts management page, where you're able to track their eligibility, expected payout dates, and initiate the payment. Payment can be initiated either through a CSV export to your back office system or leveraging Sense to complete an ACH payment via our PayPal integration. Sense Referrals allows you the flexibility to capture and manage your referrals program with ease.
And thank you again, Maria. Now that you guys have seen a little bit of the overview of the Sense platform, we want to see if there are any questions that anybody has to type into chat. Give it a second here. And then if anybody is interested in learning more, my colleague Mary here will be able to share a quick poll. Feel free to connect that answer. And as you can see here, if you do have any follow-up questions, you can send me an email as well. Thank you guys for your time. We look forward to connecting again in the future.